Hello and welcome to another Renesas Timing University video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the crystal frequency accuracy. The accuracy is determined by three parameters: the frequency tolerance, frequency stability, and aging. To explain these two parameters, I'm going to use this chart here. This is a profile of an AT cut crystal of the frequency deviation versus temperature in Celsius. Now, ideally, this crystal is calibrated at the factory such that at 25 degrees Celsius, the ppm offset is 0. In reality, every crystal is going to have a little bit of an offset. That initial offset is called the tolerance. Now, standard spec is plus or minus 20 ppm, meaning when that crystal comes from the factory and is placed on the board and is tuned correctly, it can have up to positive 20 or minus 20 ppm offset initially. So let's take a look at an example where, let's say we have a positive 5 ppm offset. That crystal is running at that frequency. The profile is the same. It's just offset. So as temperature changes, this ppm is going to change. And if we look at a range of temperature, we can measure how much that changes. So if we look at 85C, this would be the max point. And at minus 40C, in this range, the minimum point would be here. So we were to measure the distance between these two. That variation is called the stability. A standard spec is plus or minus 20 ppm. And again, the temperature is important, so we can say minus 40 to 85 degrees Celsius. But you might see that a datasheet has a range from 0 to 70. Well, what that datasheet is saying is for this range from 0 degrees to 70 degrees, that range is plus or minus, guaranteed to be less than plus or minus 20 ppm. However, if we take a look at this value is smaller than this one because the temperature range is smaller. If this range in this example is only up 0 to 70 degrees Celsius up to this point, if the frequency increases, the frequency is going to exceed that spec. So that's why it's important that the correct frequency range is selected for that spec. So take a look at your application and select a crystal appropriately for the temperature range. Now the third factor is aging. So standard spec is plus or minus 1 ppm per year. And the standard timeline is 10 years. So this would be a 10 ppm offset. So we take a look at the sum of those. It's a total of 50 ppm variation, taking into account the initial calibration from the factory, changes in frequency due to temperature, and change due to aging. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. I hope that this helps you pick the right crystals for your application. And I also encourage you to check out more of our videos on Renesas Timing University.